to PS4. We're back with Flumpa Lumpa here. There he is, bless him. Oh, so cute. And now he's decked out as a Lancer. And this is he's a level 30 Lancer at the moment. Lancers are DPS, damage per second, so the idea behind them in a party is that they support the tank in taking down the mobs as quickly as possible. These guys are close-in melee DPS, so they do that, whereas Kitty Castlelot does his damage from afar, or does her damage from afar. This little chappie gets in, but he's got some specialisms. So we've got on this side a feint, which is brilliant because that does actually cause a slow for up to 20 seconds, which is this one. You have down here, which is the basic attack, followed by this one, which does some damage, but is comboed with this, and this one is comboed with that one. So you do this, and it causes additional attacks. Where it does come in, this doesn't work very well necessarily on solo, but this one here, as you can see, that is an attack from the side, so it does extra damage if you're attacking from the side. So in a party, the tank keeps everything interested, and you attack from the side with this to do additional damage. This one does additional damage from behind. That is a ranged attack, and this one is an attack that does damage over time. And then on this side, we've got Invigorate, which gives you, I think, 400 TP. Yep, TP. TP is tactical points, which is what is used to activate all of his different abilities. This is Vorpal Thrust, which increases your parry rate for 20 seconds, which means you're harder to hit. This one up here is a leg sweep, which does a stun. And this one here is the next time I hit something, I will absorb some of that damage as health. So there's a small heal in there, which is really a kind of last resort, get you out of trouble kind of heal. Right. Okay, let's go and get one of the the smallest character in the game against a pretty big one. So we're going to go over here and we're going to attack this chappie. He's a level 31 large buffalo. He is aggressive. Now what you'll see is next to the large buffalo there is a triangle. So next to the level, just before level 31, there is a triangle with 3 red points in the yellow centre. That means they're aggressive and will attack you if you get too close to them. Whereas the wind sprite, if you have a little look, has got a little blue symbol next to them, which means they'll only attack you if you attack them. I'm going to take down the buffalo because that's cool. Right, come on, sunshine. So you have to get in close. First thing I'm going to do is to hit him from behind with additional damage, and then here we go. Slow him. Oh, now that red circle means he's about to do a special ability. So we get the heck out of the circle. See, there we go. He's about to do a special ability. Hit him with ranged attacks till he's done that. So I've got out of the way, and now I can hit him again and get into all of this stuff. You can hardly see poor little Flumpa, can you? There he is. Let's get him again. He's going to do... Ooh, there. Ooh, do that again. He's no idea what's going on, has he? Bless him. So that stunned him. I'm going to go in and do a slow and a hit. Combo this out. Oh, there we go. Got to get out of the range of fire. Okay, I'll do Keen Flurry just to increase. Ooh. He's doing it again. He's nearly down though. There we go. Wow. I lost complete track of my health there and was actually down to 11 health. Whoops. That would have been a disaster. Healing wise, there are potions and things that you can have. In fact, I'll clip some of those later on. So he's quite a useful little chap. They're quite tough. They can wear scale armour, which is pretty tough. He's in his scale armour there. Leather or scale armour. Personally, dress him in scale armour. Saves an awful lot more damage here. They're much better. Let's just go and hit this guy over here. Or should I get another large buffalo? Here we go, why not? Let's have a bit of fun. I wasn't thinking very good notice of things like his area of effect attacks, so I've got to get out that next time. There we go. You can see little orange dots coming around various of these, so I get out of the line of fire, hit him from the side to do extra damage while he's stunned. Come behind him, hit behind. Oh, I didn't time that very well. So I hit X, and then square's got that little broken circle around it, and the top there, get out of the way, hit him from a distance, Lovely, nearly got him. There we go, much better. Phew! So, look at that though, the textures. I mean, they look amazing actually. This is such a gorgeous game, and it runs with nary a problem. I've never had any lag, even on the PlayStation 3 version, which I've played a fair amount of, which is where Flumper was born. Never had any major issues with lag, with slowdown, with anything like that. It's just a very robust, very, very, very good game. I love it to pieces. I was a big fan of World of Warcraft. Let's get this large buffalo, and then we'll stop with Flumper. But the idea behind him is to do as much damage as 50 behind for extra damage. Slow him. Cool. It's quite a mobile class as well. Very few of his skills are interrupted if you feel the need to move around. Great, hit to the side. Lovely, excellent. Extra damage. Let's phlebotomise him. Just the damage over time. Fantastic. Get out of the way. Nearly got him. Pulverising ground. That's in front of him, so I hit him from behind. Extra damage. Let's go back into the rotation. Let's stun him. Oh, let's get out of the circle. Good, don't stand in the fire. Lovely, and I'm going to do a stun. There we go, got him. He's nearly down, and lovely. Poor little buffalo, but there we go. Tough. I am a flumper-lumper on a mission. Right, if you look over the top of the large buffalo there is a little curvy symbol, like a telephone, if you like, an old telephone receiver. What you get in this game is, if I press the right button, a hunting log. And each of the classes hunt different beasties, and once they've completed the logs, they get additional experience. So once I've killed one more of these buffaloes, I'm going to get 11,000 experience points. Once I've finished the whole thing, I'll get 30,000. It's great. It means it takes you to new areas. Each class always having a go at me, is he? Alright, well, you're going to get that, sunshine. Ooh. Each different class will be given a different group of monsters to find, so it encourages you to visit new areas. There we go, it's done that. New areas of the game to see new creatures, and it drives exploration, and it is great fun. Get out. Ooh. Hit him from afar. There we go. He's doing a fair amount of damage, but I'm keeping on top of him. Let's give him a bit of a stun. Oh, there we go. Oh, let's get out there. Get out. I gotta get him. No. Oh, let's hit him from the side. There we go. Do a slow again. Come on, give him to me. You're nearly there. Hit him with a range attack. Oh, I got him. So you see, that little whoosh around me means I've got a load of extra experience points for killing 4 of these guys. So that is briefly a Lancer. At the moment, with the Marauder, with Flumper is, once I get the Marauder to level 15, which won't take very long, I will have access to the Dragoon. So once this game is launched, I doubt if I'll be able to do it during this beta weekend, because I haven't got much time. But once this game is launched, I think on the 14th or the 22nd of April, I can't remember which, I'll be concentrating on getting to Dragoon, and I can show you one of the jobs rather than just one of the standard classes. So that's Flumper. I'll show you how easy it is to switch between different types of character. If I go into here, I go to character, and there is a gear set. And if I want to be a Marauder, I just select that, and it will automatically, come on, quick me set. There we go. Now I'm a Lancer, I'm back to Flumper Lumper. It's not a Lancer, it's a Marauder. So there we go. Lovely. Right, so there he is. That is Flumper Lumper. You'll see more of Flumper Lumper as we go through, because he's my highest level character, so we'll get some interesting areas for him to look at. He's actually the Costa del Sol here, which is a nice holiday resort, which just happens to be populated by massive monsters. So, you know, not necessarily a fabulous place to come on holiday, but it is very pretty. And there's beaches and the sea and that kind of stuff, which is very nice. I'll show you some of the locations as we go through the game. Thank you very much for enjoying this little dash through the Lancer. And next, I think we'll be looking at the Thaumaturge, which is Fergus Phalange. So we'll be with him in just a second. Alright, this is Fergus Phalange. And Fergus is the Thaumaturge, which is your typical nuker. He shoots fire and lizards and things out of his fingers. So Thaumaturge is your typical damage dealing caster. So again, in a group, they do an awful lot of damage from afar. They have the advantage of being able to carry a shield, which you can see on his back there, which if he does get toe-to-toe with anything, decreases damage a little bit. But the idea really is to do tons of damage before the guys are anywhere close to you. The skill set at the moment is very slender because he's only level 11, but let's have a little look at action and traits. So, actions. Blizzard. Blizzard and fire are very important in this, as is transpose. If you cast a blizzard spell, it puts you into a state called umbral ice, which means that your blizzard spells don't do as much damage, but they very rapidly get your magic points back up again. Whereas fire, if you cast fire, you get umbral fire, which means that your fire attacks do a hell of a lot of damage, but none of your magic points regenerate, so you just get rid of all your MP very quickly. What transpose does is it swaps you instantly between the two states, so the idea is you keep shooting fire out of your fingers until your MP goes down, you transpose to blizzard, you can continue doing damage and that will get your MP back up again. So those are very important mechanics within the Thaumaturge. Thunder is a damage over time spell, so that's a good lead spell to do first. Sure cast, that gives you 10 seconds. If you are toe-to-toe with a baddie, you click that and they can't interrupt your spell casting, so you can get a couple of spells off. Sleep puts things to sleep, which is part of a crowd control thing. So if you are in a party, sleep is crowd control, so you can put a couple of baddies to sleep, so you can deal with the ones that are awake and then come back to those when you're ready. You've got Blizzard 2 and Fire 2, obviously that's very self-explanatory, and Thunder 2, which means you've got bigger stuff. They do more damage. Swift cast, next spell is cast immediately, so rather than have to wait to cast, it happens instantly, and you'll see there's usually a couple of seconds before the spells are cast out. Fire 3, Blizzard 3, and Thunder 3 are there. Lethargy inflicts target with slow and heavy. Slow means that they can't cast spells or do actions as quickly. Heavy means they physically move more slowly, so for a distance dealer like this, great, because they don't get close to you as quickly. And then ethereal manipulation, rush to a target party member's side, unable to cast it bound. Bound as a status effect, but that goes to help out someone in your party. So what happens though, I mean, although these are the basic things, as you move through, you join a guild essentially. I'm part of the Arcanist Guild, and at certain points, usually around about 10, 15, 20 levels, you will get a new ability which isn't on this list, so I can't show you everything, but with Flumper there are a couple of those abilities he got as part of the quest moving through the guilds, and it's great because each of the different classes have a different story to tell. So again, every time you go through a class, there is certainly up to level 30 a quest line, a storyline that is specific to the class that you've chosen, which gives a little bit of replay value. So let's go and kick some butt. So I'm going to target this Oberon over here, level 12, I'm a level 11, and we'll cast Thunder, and then Ice, and then just keep hitting Ice. There we go, you can see I've got that little thing around me. Oh, I did transpose off that, right. Now, what I can do is then, hit fire, didn't do that very well, I haven't played this class for a while. So now I've got Umbral Fire. Oh, there we go. Which means I do lots of fire damage, but my MP is not regenerating. We'll do a better job of that in a minute. Get off! Yeah, there we go. Got him. Now I've got that little flame around me. I've got 4 seconds at the top of the screen there. You can see it counting down 2, 3, 1, gone. That means your Umbral Fire is finished. I'll get my MP back up again, and we'll do that better, because I hit the wrong button. Right. These Oberon, level 12, let's try this again, so my HP up. So what I'm going to start with is like, someone's nicked me target. Let's go and find another one, here we go. Oh, there are some midge swarms, lovely. Okay, no, he's gone for those. Get off my target, they're all nicking my target. Right, there's an Oberon, there's a midge swarm, let's get that. Too far away, too far away. Oh, come on. Not in line of sight. Here we go. So that'll be Thunder, and then we start hitting with fire. So straight off hitting fire, because that does more damage. Coming for me. So hit again with fire, and then if I hit the transpose, which is on the circle button, I change to ice immediately, and that regenerates my MP. Transpose does have a cooldown on it, so I have to wait until that cooldown's gone. I got him. So that's the advantage of a Thaumaturge. You've got this swap between a massive amount of damage, which will totally reduce your MP, but then swapping then to less damage, which will get your MP back up again. So you're not having to rely on Ethers, which are a potion which restores MP all the time. What you're relying on is the fact that you can swap between these two and ensure that you're never left short. Let's see, there's an Arbor Buzzard. He's a bit nasty, so let's see if we can take him down. So we hit him with damage over time, and then we go straight into fire, because that does the most damage. Let's go, come on. There we go. For some reason it didn't like me doing that. So we hit him, keep hitting him, and my MP is going down. Let's move out of the fire a lot, and not regenerating. So I transpose to the ice, and if you have a look, when I cast that spell, it doesn't kill me, my MP will start going up. Nearly got him. Oh, let's move out of the fire. There we go, my MP's nearly back up to full. Got him. Phew, that was close. I'm not a big fan of casters in general. I think I like things like the Arcanist. I played a Hunter in World of Warcraft, which is very similar. I find them quite difficult to manage, but in parties, as soloing, they're not ideal because they're a bit squidgy and easy to kill. But certainly in parties they can be incredibly effective, and this little mechanic of swapping between fire and ice to maintain your abilities is really, really good. Let's just put someone to sleep. I don't think I've ever used to sleep. Goodness me, look at him. That's a big old pony he's on. That's a behemoth. Eventually you do get to be able to ride around on stuff like this. The first one you get will be a chocobo like this. And you can dress them up. Oh, little dressed up chocobos. These guys have obviously been doing this game a lot more than me. I'd love to be able to play loads of games, but as a full-time worker and as a father of 2 children and a husband to a wonderful wife, I do generally have to put the gamepad down every so often and interact with them. You know, it's part of this whole family thing. It's a bit annoying. I'd love to play more games, but there you are. So that is a very brief introduction to the Thaumaturge. The main mechanic is this swapping between fire and ice, and how they interact with each other, which is quite interesting and unique. So it's good fun to have a go, particularly if you are intending to get into the dungeons, because these do a heck of a lot of damage and are very much beloved in dungeon parties, because they will just take down baddies just as quick as that. Right, so we're going to say goodbye to Fergus here, and that will be the end of this episode. So we've had Flumpalumpa as the Lancer and Fergus in this one. Then we're going to be looking at the Archer, which is another ranged DPS, damage per second, and then we'll have a look at the Conjurer, which is a healer. So, thanks for watching. Like, favourite and subscribe as always. Look at all the socials. Happy gaming, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye for now.